Okay, one thing that just stopped working is the seat inflator. I'm suspicious that maybe it's the button or something because it just up and stopped working. It doesn't make any mechanical noise. So I say I have to pull the seat out to get to everything. I want to see if I can at least work the seal off here and take this switch out. See if I can possibly get to it without having to pull the whole seat out, because apparently pulling a seat out is kind of a big deal. So let's see if I can work this out. Okay, so my plan is to get this switch out of here. And you pull to deflate it and you push to inflate it. And I want to get it out of there, make sure that A, it has power. Maybe I damaged one of the wires when I was working underneath. And second, make sure that it is actually functioning like it should. So I loosened this, that took a 3/4 wrench. And now there's a set screw up on top. It's going to take to get the front of this off, get the button off so I can pull the switch out. I guess first let's make sure that the button push is actually working. Okay, so the button push is working. So let's make sure we're getting voltage to it. There's 12 voltage on that side. So now we can check and make sure that we're getting 12 voltage on the other side. And you push the button. Yep. So our compressor just sitting here died, which is a real bummer. So now that we verified that the switch is good, now unfortunately we have to do the hard thing, which is removing the seat. Which, just looking at the teardown instructions, is kind of a pain in the butt. So let's see how far we can get with that. So I'm seeing bolts there. I'm seeing 4 bolts. Bolt up there, bolt there, and then on the other side. So this is the part that I was worried about. Technically in the manual it says before removing the seat you want to drop this whole HVAC system, which is this large box and blower on the bottom. And sometimes during that process you even have to evacuate the HVAC system and recharge it. And I was able to get it removed without having to do that. So what needs to happen is these need to all come apart and unbolt from the seat so we can get the seat out. That one is a different screw. That one's threaded for plastic. See, it's starting to feel a little more free. Now we just need to do the other side. Both sides are free now. Seat is loose. Here is the one plug that I disconnected. There we go. The seat should be free. Look at all those extra screws and bolts that I have dropped. The seat weighs about 100 pounds, so this is definitely a 2-person job to get this out of here. Oh my god, yay! So with the help of my lovely wife.
So you just woke up after I stayed up till about 3 o'clock in the morning working on my own projects.
We have removed the seat, and there's going to need to be some cleanup work in there. Okay, well here's a good sign. There's one disconnected wire here. Oh, that is our problem. Holy cow. Thank God. Now this has turned into the cleaning mission more than anything. I wish I would have seen that before I got the whole seat out, but I guess it's good to learn about this stuff. This just had those common male and female wire ends that are crimp-on. It, however, was very loose, so I ended up crimping the female side a little bit with pliers, pushing them together, and then taping them up to reduce the chances of it falling off in the future. Since I'd already come this far, I figured this was a good opportunity to do a deep clean of the entire mechanism down here as well as the seat. Once I finished cleaning all the nooks and crannies, it was time to reassemble the bottom of the seat. I decided to wrap these wires here in the back just to give them a little added protection so it wasn't just bare wires exposed. So we're just using a combination of steam and Folex to help lift the stains and remove the dirt.
The seat is done, and now I want to clean up the tractor, the inside of the cab, as best I can because I couldn't get to a lot of spots because the seat was blocking it. So I'm taking this opportunity to really get in here. It's easier to sit in here and clean everything. I wish it was like this when we put the speakers in. So just trying to get it all cleaned up, and then we can drop the seat in here in a few minutes.
So before you get too far, I want to test the compressor. Yay, it works! Now I'll get the sides reattached to the seat. I did one last check to make sure the seat wasn't sitting on any cables, since if we start bolting it down, we could crush them, so looks like we're clear, so I'm not sure how we're going to align it when it's up in the air, so this will be a new experience. So we fought with this for a little while, and then Colleen had a great suggestion.
I think what you're going to have to do is put the bolts down in from the inside on the front, and we'll put in the back, and then we'll open it up, take the ones out in the inside from the front.
So this method worked pretty well to align it. I also noticed that since I removed the side panels for painting, I could get to these bolts without having to raise and lower the cab. With the seat bolted down, I can now reattach these side covers.
So I have a new set screw for the little knob that goes down here. I'm going to put some Loctite on it, put this back in. This is a medium strength Loctite because I want a chance of getting it out. And I normally like to replace these small set screws because it's like once you damage the Allen key coming out, it seems like all these little ones always get damage coming out. You'll never be able to use them again. You might get it tightened back in once, but you'll never get it out.
I noticed about a week later the seat had compressed itself. Unfortunately, this meant I had to take the seat out again to troubleshoot it, and I found that I had nicked an air hose when I put it back in. So after replacing the air hose, I'm happy to say the seat is 100% operational. Well, that wraps up this repair, so thanks for watching, and please consider subscribing.
Okay, I did one last final check to make sure that we weren't sitting on any cables because there's a bunch back there. Before we bolt. I did one last check to make sure that the seat.
We could have always just left it out and put one of the kitchen chairs in there. Those ones are light. Whoa, was that your tummy?
That was my tummy.
Oh. I think that was just the snaps. No, I think I broke this thing that I'm touching right now. It's a latch on the bag. You know how you said I was really clever?
Sometimes you contradict yourself.